Enchante, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my skincare routine. Hope you guys like it. I want to give out a disclaimer before I start. I am no expert or a professional in this. I'm just showing you guys what I do for my skin and what I have, found out that works for my skin thus far. However, I can link a video about one of my favorite products, which is a video by Skincare by Hiram. So that is someone who is a YouTuber who is a bit more qualified than I am in speaking about it. So I can share that with you guys. But I have to give out a disclaimer that I am not a professional. So if I'm doing something incorrectly, I am open to listening to your feedbacks in my comments. And yeah, what works for me may not necessarily work for you. So I wouldn't advise you to follow it as it is. So I have washed my face with my cleanser. Face with my cleanser right now. And it's a very basic drugstore cleanser called Simple. And it's nice. It does the job for me. It cleanses my skin. It's not too harsh on my skin. It doesn't have any fragrance. And yeah, it's very gentle. So I like it. And sometimes when I double cleanse, I have a glycolic acid cleanser, which I use before I use this, but I don't do that on a regular basis. I don't, as in, I don't do it that on an everyday basis. So this is my everyday cleanser. And some days when I double cleanse, especially if I put on makeup, then I will also put on my glycolic acid cleanser and cleanse with that. So after cleansing, next step, I go to my sheet mask. I do sheet masks once a week. You can, it depends on where you live, like how frequently you can do the sheet masks. I live in a city that's pretty landlocked and it's very dehydrating over here. So I do this to rehydrate my skin and I do it once a week. The sheet mask has some hyaluronic acid in it, which is good, which I love for my skin. Because you can see an instant difference after I take the sheet mask out. My skin instantly gets so much hydration. Like it gets plumped up a little bit as well. And I like that feeling after I hydrate it. It's especially nice if I go out in the sun and feel a little sunburn. I'm not sure if it's good to do this after a sunburn, but for me it soothes. I mean, it cools the skin down in a way because I keep it in the refrigerator so that I cool it a little bit. So I don't know. For me, it feels soothing after a sunburn, especially. And I'm done with the sheet mask right now. So after the sheet mask, what I do is I add this to my skin. This is Snail Mucin by Cosrx. And this is one of my favorite products because I mean it's really lovely on my skin when I put it on. I mean I don't like the texture much because it feels like my dog's saliva. I said my dog just slopped all on my face. But I like it because after I put it on, it gets absorbed in my skin. My skin thanks me for it later because it's really good. So I really like that. It's supposed to be very hydrating and really good for the skin. And I could be wrong here, but I think once the serum goes on, it's very thin compared to other serums. So but it's very gooey though. But once it goes on the skin, I think it draws the moisture from the air and pulls it into the skin. Or wait, I'm not sure. I think I'm saying the other way around. It draws the moisture from the skin and brings it to the surface. But what it does is when I put on the other products, I feel like the other products get absorbed a bit better. So yeah, that is a bit of snail mucin that has gone on to the skin right now. And the next product I want to add is my most favorite product. Ah, retinol. It's by the brand The Ordinary. It's an amazing brand. I'll get into that in a bit. So this is retinol 1% in squalene. I do it 3 times a week because my skin hasn't acclimated to retinol to a point where I can do it every day. And if any of you are starting on retinols, I would advise to start very slowly, because when I began, I didn't even apply retinol to my skin directly. What I did was I added some retinol to my moisturizer, and then I put that onto my skin. That's how I started on retinols. And then I gradually started applying it directly to my skin, and I do it thrice a week now and not more than that. So one more thing I learned from watching Hiram's video, skincare by Hiram's video, is that you shouldn't let the dropper touch your skin, because that's not good. It'll end up allowing bacterial growth and stuff, which should be avoided. So I add in the retinol to my skin. And there it goes. Some retinol. And I apply it. For some reason, when I apply skincare to my skin, skincare products to my skin, I feel like applying it the way I would do a concealer. Maybe I feel like I'm pushing it into the skin. So usually when I apply it, I just go tapping it. I don't think it's the right way to apply it. But yeah, I've applied a little bit of retinol. The next step is to moisturize, but for today, I will show you guys my other skincare products. This is my night routine. For the morning, instead of retinol, I use vitamin C. It's a vitamin C serum. I could show it to you guys, but I don't usually put it along with the retinol. I mean, it's not wrong, but I don't like layering on too many products at the same time. So that's my vitamin C. Just for today, I'm gonna put a little bit onto my skin, and yep, that's that. Okay, I put that very sparsely. And then I go to the final step in my nighttime routine, which is moisturizer. And then after I moisturize my skin, I almost finished this. I already finished my sunscreen, so I can't show you my sunscreen today, guys, because I've placed an order for it. It's not yet here. Well, in my morning routine, that is the difference. So instead of retinol, I have my vitamin C, and then after moisturization, I have another step, which is sunscreen. So my moisturizer is La Roche-Posay. This is also a drugstore brand, but I really love it. It's wonderful on my skin. So it has Toleriane, which is a mineral water from France, and it has really good ceramides and niacinamide, which are all lovely ingredients for the skin, which helps maintain a healthy skin barrier. So I use this, and this has been working like magic on my skin all the time. So this is my favorite moisturizer, and I would recommend this to you guys. And it is for most skin. It's suitable for most skin types. It doesn't have any fragrance. It's fragrance free. So it's really good. I would suggest this. So that is a wrap for my skincare routine. And as I spoke about earlier, let me quickly show you guys Hiram's video.
Single week. The truth about The Ordinary. Oh, when I tell you that this video was requested like none other. Bitch, it was requested like none other. Now, if you're new to my channel, hi, I have a series where I review different brands, talking about the positives and the negatives from a very critical perspective, and The Ordinary is not excluded from this, which is why in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the brand overall, what my thoughts are on certain products that I have used, the brand's philosophy, ingredient formulations, and I'm also going to highlight all of the positives and all of the things that I don't like about the brand. So let's get into it. And one of the reasons I postponed this video for so long was just because I was like, I need to try more products before I make this review video. But in actuality, I'm just like, Hiram, bitch, come on, just do the review. People are waiting. And even besides that, I am impatient. I'm just ready to talk about this. So let's just start with the brand overview. The Ordinary is a popular skincare line that is sold on its own website as well as at Sephora and Ulta Beauty. They are most popular because of their significantly low price point. The average products from them range from about $5 to $7, but they can also go higher. But when people hear The Ordinary, they know that you're going to be getting a really affordable product. The line is kind of known for their no bullshit approach when it comes to the name of the products and the focus. They are intensely focused on ingredients, percentages, and formulas, which I, as a skincare junkie, appreciate. Because I'm picky as fuck, let's be frank. So when I find a brand like this that is very, very transparent about which ingredients they use, the percentages, and which ingredients they don't use, I am like, hello. You called me? In addition, the brand has very little focus on advertising, which is one reason why they're able to make the price of the product so low, but they also have massive manufacturing abilities, allowing them to create such a low price point for their products. Because the first time I saw their products, I was like, how the fuck are these products so cheap. I will also say that The Ordinary was really revolutionary when it was introduced to the skincare community because of their democratic approach to skincare. With most companies, you have the products and you have the cost of goods sold, which is basically the cost of materials used to create the product, and then a company will set the retail price and have a large profit margin. It's well known in the cosmetics industry that the profit margins are insane. But The Ordinary is different because of how low their profit margins are and how little they focus on the fancy advertising, marketing, visual approach, and more so just focusing on the formula and information. And because of this, it's a very controversial brand. But now moving on from the overview, I want to talk about the products that I've used and what my thoughts are on them, as well as the ingredient formulations of each of them. In the products that I chose, I tried to use the best-selling products, but also products that are different from most things you will find out there. As with all
So that is Skincare by Hiram. You guys can, I'll leave the video in the description below so you guys can go and follow his videos if you are interested. But as he put it, The Ordinary has this no fuss approach where they don't really go with, in most products, you know, if you just look at it, for example, I have this random sheet mask with me, and if you look at it, they have so much design going on, which tells you that it has hyaluronic acid and things like that, boosts up the ingredient that it wants to flaunt. And it says stuff like oil clear and this and blah, blah, blah. And it talks about the fruits flavoring or fragrancing that's in it. But if you look at the packaging of Ordinary or even La Roche-Posay, most of the brands that I use, I mean, they don't really focus too much on marketing and advertising aspect of it. It just tells you very clearly it's retinol, 1% in squalene, and that's pretty much all there is. It's pretty clean. When I turn and look at the ingredients, it doesn't have too many ingredients, and it's not like, you know, bombarded with too many ingredients that you can't, you know, understand. It has only what's required to maintain the formula, and it has a good percentage of what is being said as the main ingredient in it, which is good. So that's one thing I like about The Ordinary as well. And like he said, most other brands, what they do is if they feel like niacinamide is a trending ingredient, they blow it up in the packaging, and in the front it says niacinamide. But when you turn around and read the ingredients, it'll be in a very minute, undiscernible percentage. So that is usually the marketing strat that goes behind some of the packaging. But Ordinary doesn't do all that, doesn't invest in visual marketing like that. Instead, they invest more in coming up with an affordable, lovely formulation of good quality ingredients. So that is good. I love the brand, I love their philosophy, and I love their products. So I've gone for this product from them, and it worked really well for my skin. I didn't have too many breakouts either. When you usually start a new product, you sometimes can get breakouts, but for me that didn't happen. So for my skin, I can vouch that it's been a good product. So that is The Ordinary, guys, and I'm going to the next part of my video where I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the skincare mistakes that I've done so far. And before that, this is a Sephora lip mask, which is Mask Mini, which is a night lip mask that I got, and I've been liking it so far. It doesn't have any great properties or anything, but it isn't bad. It does what it says it does. It's a vanilla fragranced lip mask, and it's very, very hydrating for my lips. So this goes on at night as well. Going to the skincare mistakes. I used to love aromatherapy, and I used to be really into fragrance oils. Oh my God. It was a mistake because apparently you're not supposed to add concentrated essential oil directly onto your skin. So this is tea tree. I used to be really into tea tree oil, and I used to just put it on my skin, and I never used to understand why I was getting so many breakouts. That was because of this. And I got saffron oil. I got all fancy seeming oils. But now what I do is I sometimes put a bit of it in my moisturizer, and I put it on my skin because it smells good, and if it has any good properties, it might still go in. And I don't use it on my face at all. I just use it on my body. But there are some essential oils that are good for your body. For example, rosehip seed oil. It's supposed to be it's supposed to contain retinoic acid too, I believe. So I use this. It has retinoids in it, so I use those on my skin sometimes. But I mean, on my body sometimes, not on my face. And another good oil would be jojoba oil, and argan oil is good for the hair, but I don't use it. And grapeseed oil again for this thing. So I do alternate these oils sometimes, not always. onto my skin when I take a shower, like a wash up treatment, or I put it on my moisturizer. So that is pretty much it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be expanding my skincare routine in the coming months because this is a basic skincare routine that I do use. I did want to add a few more products to it. I wanted to add them slowly because I wanted to wait until I had gotten used to these products. I'm a little late to starting with my skincare regime because I used to live in a coastal area and my skin never used to dehydrate that much. I did have a lot of issues with my skin when I was growing up, as in I didn't have a lot of dark circles. I didn't have any other issues. It was pretty much a smooth ride for me. But as I started aging and entering my mid-20s, that's when I started seeing a lot of, problems with my skin. And I also moved to a landlocked city where there is not a lot of moisture in the air. So I needed a lot of hydration. I needed to use so much moisturizer and I needed to find the right products. So I did start on this very recently. These are the products that my skin is acclimated to right now. So I want to start introducing niacinamide and peptides in my nighttime and nighttime routine. Sorry, in my nighttime routine. So I'm trying to figure out when to do that and how to do that. So I would be happy to do another video for you guys with my elaborated skincare routine. If you guys would like to see that, please let me know in the comments below and I will be happy to post the video soon. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned to watch more of our vlogs. We have a travel vlog coming up and we have something interesting coming up as well. So please do subscribe, follow us on Instagram, leave a like on this video and hit the bell notification so you get notified when we post new videos. We post bi-weekly every week. See you guys in the next video. Take care. Be kind to one another. Bye.